All right, good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us today with 60 Minutes with Remax. We are very excited about this event. We have invited people from all over the Caribbean and Central America to join us today. People who are considering opening their very own Remax franchise, and maybe you're here to kind of check us out and see what we're all about. So I'm going to get started by thanking everybody who is here, both our guests and also all the people that can make this possible. And I'm going to give you a little heads up of who is going to speak this morning. All right. So first of all, my name is Andrea Oxford. I'm the business development consultant for Remax Caribbean and Central America. So I will be kind of leading this. Also, I want to introduce Tatiana Castro, who is from Remax Panama. She is kind enough to translate this for us. So if you prefer Spanish, make sure you move over to the Spanish side, and she is there, offering the Spanish version of this. All right, next, Julie Shigatomi. She is one of our awesome guest speakers today. She owns an office in the Bay Island of Utila in Honduras. She is one of our awesome broker owners in our region. Then we also have Trevor Stack, who is a broker owner of Remax 100 in Belize. Again, another awesome broker. So these guys are going to be here and they're going to tell us about their experience with Remax. Then we have Jan Repa from Remax World Headquarters here in Denver, Colorado. He's going to tell us a little bit about Remax in general, how we're doing against our competitors, and lots of data to give you why Remax is the best option out there. And then we have Ricardo Cardenas, who is the co-owner of Remax Caribbean and Central America. And he is here. He's going to share with us a little bit about his story and how he got to where he's at. So with that, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Hang on one second. All right, and Julie, are you there? So I'll have you.
I'm here.
All right. Hi, Julie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We have a lot of people who I'm sure are eager to hear what you have to say about your experience with Remax. So thank you for being here.
Oh, pleasure to be here.
All right. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions, but feel free to, tell us whatever you think is important to tell us. So why don't you tell me, when did you first buy your Remax franchise?
Well, coincidentally, almost to the day 3 years ago, June 1st, 2018. So coming up on 3 years.
That's really exciting. And I know that you were a Remax agent before, right? And then you bought your Remax franchise. So that brings me to my second question. So why did you decide to invest in your own Remax franchise?
Well, like you said, I started as a Remax agent in about 2014. And then the broker that I worked for, he was on a neighboring island. And then he was looking to expand over on our island. And then I thought, well, maybe I want to do that. Maybe I want to be our own franchise. So we got our own franchise called Remax Sunshine. And, mainly because I really enjoy mentoring and education. And my focus was always on, learning more and through the US getting certifications and stuff like that. So I thought it would be great to have the opportunity to educate and kind of raise the bar in terms of how real estate is viewed in this area, as well as with the idea of expanding onto the mainland, which is kind of an untapped network over there. And we have our first agent over on the mainland, so I'm really happy about that. And also the idea of passive income in the future, where I'm not going to have the same amount of energy to do agent work and just be kind of the support for the office. So that's what I was looking forward to.
Okay, awesome. And you have how many agents in your office right now?
We have 5 now.
Okay, 5. And just to give everybody an idea who's not familiar with the island of Utila, Julie has 5 agents on an island that has a population of what, 6,000 people maybe?
About
So
7,000 people.
awesome. So as you can imagine, they dominate the market. I have been to Utila many times, and I'm telling you, you drive around the island, there's Julie's sign. Hey, that's one of Julie's agents. That's Julie. And you see Remax all over the island, which is so incredible. So congrats on that. And that's so exciting about your first agent on the mainland. That's really
Yeah,
exciting.
thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So now tell me a little bit. Since you joined Remax, and more importantly, since you bought your Remax franchise, how has it been for you? Have we been meeting your expectations? And what do you like about Remax so far?
Absolutely. Absolutely exceeded our expectations. And I think the best thing about Remax is the whole network, and going to the events and the camaraderie, how much you learn from everybody else, how everybody is so eager to share their experiences. Everybody's has been at one point going through the same struggles as you. Somebody in the network has, and everybody is so willing to share. The brand unites us all, and I think makes us, more of a family than just a bunch of realtors all out for themselves, and brokerages and agents. And I think that's probably the main amazing benefit for Remax. When I first started in 2014, the first thing I did was go to Miami for the Fire Up just as an agent, and then met so many people, and everybody was so excited about sharing, oh, this is what I do for email, this is what I'm doing for video. And then I'm still, friends with them today, and have forged some amazing relationships, and it's also for networking.
Nice. Thank you. I know that. And something that's important for people who are not with Remax to understand is when join Remax, it's so important to use the system. We're here to provide tools and a system, but Julie is a perfect example of somebody who uses everything. So we have our annual convention in Las Vegas every year. I see Julie there every single year. So it's important to go to these things and be part of the network. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So good job on that, Julie. So what is some advice that you would give somebody who's considering opening a Remax franchise?
I think it's kind of on the same lines as what we just talked about, is about networking. You've got to go take advantage of all of these opportunities. Like, I was just in Orlando about a month ago for the Remax convention there. I missed all of you guys that didn't get there from Central America and the Caribbean, this region. But, networked with a bunch of women from brokers and agents from the US. And we're on it. We're on a Facebook group together, and we all, there's so many Facebook groups. So I guess my main advice for somebody opening a Remax franchise is take advantage of this incredible network, go to the events, because you're going to come back with inspiration, motivation, collaboration. Growing our network helps us all. Raising the network, growing the network means we've got more people, more fingers everywhere, and we can take over the world.
That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, I hope we take over the world one day. That would be great. Well, awesome. Thank you so much. And I mean, just like Julie just shared, she was in Miami this year. Our convention was in Miami instead of Las Vegas because of COVID. And in the middle of the pandemic, she flew all the way from Honduras to be part of that. I mean, I think you might have been the only person from our region that actually went. So that's, I take off my hat to you. That's awesome.
Actually,
Okay.
Pedro from Nicaragua, he went too.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So we hung out together a lot, and they're Pedro and Gabby from Nicaragua, broker owners there, they were part of the first group that I met in 2014 when I went to Miami.
Nice. Wow, you guys have known each other a long time. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
it's great.
Awesome. Well, is there anything else you want to share with all the people here?
Just do it. Just do it. You won't regret it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, Julie.
You're
If
welcome.
anybody has any questions for Julie, maybe type them in the chat. I think you had said you had somewhere to be after, but maybe you just write it in the chat for now. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Julie. Before we move on to Trevor Stack, I just want to ask everybody a favor. Everyone who is here, please write inside the chat your name and what country you are interested in opening a franchise. This is going to help us make sure that we're in contact with you and that sort of thing. Also, if you would like to have specific information about your franchise specifically, terms and benefits, make sure you email the person that invited you to this meeting today and ask them for that, and they will be happy to give that to you. All right. So with that, let's move on to Trevor Stack. Hi, Trevor. How are you?
Hey guys, good morning. I am doing great today. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you so much for being here, Trevor. Okay, so you are a little bit newer to our network. So tell me, how long have you been with Remax? When did you buy your Remax franchise?
Almost exactly 2 years now.
Okay, nice. That's awesome. So, but you weren't with Remax previously, right? You just opened your franchise.
Yeah, so just quick background on me. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Prior to moving out to Belize and opening up a Remax franchise, I was a commercial real estate broker. Commercial real estate broker specializing in industrial real estate. So big difference walking around the industrial areas of Calgary in the snow compared to now being under palm trees. But yeah, I mean, I was familiar with just being in brokerage because I've been in brokerage for 7 years prior to coming out here. But yeah, it was a huge change and probably the best decision I've ever made.
That's awesome. I know that, I'm friends with Trevor on Facebook, and I just see him all over Belize and all these beautiful beaches, and it looks a lot warmer than Calgary, that's for sure.
I wouldn't trade the lifestyle aspect of it for anything.
That's great. So tell me, why is it that you bought your Remax franchise?
Well, there were a lot of reasons. A lot of things sort of coincided at the same time. I wasn't thinking when I was in Calgary, I need to move to Belize and start a Remax franchise. What happened was I originally came out to Belize just to get away from the winter in Calgary. And I really recognized that this is a quickly growing market. I did have some connections here. I've known Will Mitchell, the owner of the master franchise owner for Belize for a long time. So he helped to familiarize myself with it. But there was a number of reasons. I really wanted to just take control of my own destiny. I think that was one of the big underlying factors for me. I had an opportunity to come out here and start right away with two very smart, good people that I've known for a long time. So a big part of it was just the change in lifestyle, wanting to control my own destiny and wanting to introduce other people to this beautiful place and get them settled and help other people succeed at the same time.
Awesome. That's great. Yeah. And I see, one of the beauties of Remax and being a business owner is it gives you more freedom to do the things that you love. So you've been in real estate a long time. So I imagine that's part of it, right? You have the free time to go to all these beautiful places in Belize.
Yeah, well, so, I mean, there's not a ton of free time. We kind of mix free time and business. It's definitely a lot of work. But yeah, there's definitely that whole lifestyle component, as well as just building something of your own. Like, I was working with before I came here, I was working with a lot of other senior commercial real estate brokers. And it was just, I felt at sometimes like a bit of a cog in a machine. Whereas here, I really feel like I'm in control of my own future, which is a very fulfilling thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, great. Thank you. So since you joined Remax, how are we doing as Remax? Are we meeting your expectations?
I really could not imagine doing it any other way. The brand recognition of Remax, I can't tell you how valuable that is. A lot of our clients come from Canada and the US and other parts of the world, and all of them are immediately familiar with Remax. So, I mean, a lot of the people that we're talking to, I mean, sometimes they're not super familiar with this market, but they're always familiar with Remax. And that establishes quite a bit of credibility straight off the bat. The Remax network, having so much support if you need it, just the overall community, it really feels like a good big family. So couldn't imagine doing it any other way.
That's awesome. Thank you, Trevor. And I know, Trevor also, well, last year we were in a pandemic, or this year, but last year was your very first year with Remax, and you were R4 as well, which was awesome to see you there. So, you guys, this is what's so important about the Remax system, is taking advantage of it. And that's how this is going to work. So Trevor, how many agents do you have?
So we've got 12 agents and 2 administrative assistants now.
Okay, great. And how big is your market that you work in?
Well, we do a lot of stuff on the mainland of Belize, as well as a little bit of business in Ambergris Caye every now and then. So, I mean, the total population of Belize is under 500,000, so it's not a massive market, but it's a very quickly growing market.
Yeah, and you guys in Belize, while it's not a huge population, you guys do have a pretty strong network of franchises and agents there. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience with that?
Oh, I mean, the other Remax broker owners, the other Remax agents across the country, they're all great. We've got a really good relationship with the Remax brokerage in Placencia. They're very easy to work with. If we ever want to refer clients over to them, I found that everybody has been very honorable and very good to work with. So again, it's just part of being with this amazing network.
That's great. So if you have somebody that's wanting to do business in Belize, but not specifically in your area, you find that it's easy to refer that business to somebody else, and you can count on them to take good care of that person.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of knowing, where your expertise lie, and just making sure that you serve your clients as well as possible. If there's another Remax professional that may be a little bit more familiar with another market, we always prefer just to send them over that way.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So what would be your advice to somebody who, to all these wonderful people here who are considering opening their own franchise?
Andrea, I thought about this for a while before this meeting, and my honest advice would be to really just do a lot of self-reflection and really understand the underlying motivations of why you're purchasing the franchise. Like, you need to know what's truly motivating you to do it. Is it because you want to take control of your lifestyle? Is it because you want to build something and serve your clients as well as possible? Because there's always going to be challenges, but if you know why you're doing it, and if that foundation is really strong, then you're going to overcome all of the challenges.
That's great. Thank you so much. Well, with that, I think that is all the questions I have for you. Is there anything else you want to share with everybody here, Trevor?
I would just say, if you're looking to get into this and buy a franchise and take off, it really needs to be with Remax. Like, we wouldn't be nearly where we're at right now over the short amount of time that we've been doing this if it wasn't under the Remax flag. So choose Remax, and you're going to be successful.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Trevor.
Thanks
All right. So thank you both, Julie and Trevor. Now you've heard, you don't have to take it from us at a regional level, but hear from people who actually own their own Remax franchise and how it has benefited, their business. So thank you, Julie, and thank you, Trevor, for being here with us this morning. All right, with that, I'm going to move on to Jan Repa. He is from Remax World Headquarters, and he's going to share with us a little bit about Remax in general. So Jan, are you here?
Yes, I'm here, Andrea. Good morning, everybody. Andrea, can you see my screen?
Yes, Yes, I see
It
it.
should
Thank
say,
you.
we are Remax. First of all, I'm super excited to be here with you guys. And Andrea said that I was going to share with you some tips why Remax is the best. And I'm not going to do that, guys. I'm just going to tell you who we are, right? I am going to share some facts. I'm going to show you some photos, but I'm just going to show you who we are, and then you guys make the decision, okay? So I joined you today from Denver, Colorado. There we go. This is the beautiful city of Denver, one of the many cities around the world where you can frequently spot a hot air Remax balloon flying up in the air. And I did not have this picture when I this morning, but when I was listening to you, Trevor, when you said that you moved away from Canada because of the weather, so I edited this photo just a couple minutes ago to show you what Denver looks like sometimes and what we have to put up with.
Yeah,
But I like really this picture. Look at that. Even despite the weather, you can clearly spot a Remax sign, yard sign in front of a property for sale. So I related these two pictures because of you, Trevor. But this is our beautiful Remax World Headquarters. This is the home of Remax. And this is the place where myself, the global development team, and I would say probably about 600 more people work very hard every day to support you guys, support our franchisees, support our agents, regions around the world, so you guys can do what you need to do. So, and this is our lobby. This is the Remax headquarters lobby where we proudly display a flag of every single country we do business in. So you guys would find a flag of every single country from the Caribbean and Central America next time you guys come and visit our lobby. And of course, I need to mention our founders, Mr. Dave and Gail Linegar, who started the company back in 1973. And they simply had a dream. They wanted to professionalize the real estate industry in United States, around the world. And of course, they wanted to improve the lives of real estate agents. That's kind of the motto, we live by, we believe, and because of Dave and Gail, we believe that at Remax, real estate professionals have the freedom and the support to be the best in the business and the time and resources to enjoy best in life. That's pretty much what we live by. Of course, we have been announced 8 years, actually it's 9 years now. Just a couple of weeks ago, they announced that Remax as the #1 real estate brokerage, in the world. And we only trail companies like McDonald's, 7-Eleven, Dunkin' Donuts, but we are the #1 real estate franchise in terms of revenue in 9 years in a row. Of course, as you guys know, we're a public company, and usually when I do these presentations for candidates, I share a lot of stories and fun photos. And I decided to do something different today because, as you probably know, as a public company, we have to disclose every 3 months. We have to disclose, information about the company. So we had an earnings call about a week ago. So I'd like to share with you some facts that actually were shared with public about a week ago about the company. So most importantly, Remax worldwide agent count just continues. We just announced that last year in 2020, and all these facts are actually at the end of 2020. So we just announced that during the pandemic, we actually increased the agent count by 6%, guys. This is again, pandemic, a lot of companies went out of business, a lot of agents leaving their companies, but Remax grew by 6%. And we reached an all-time high of 140,000 agents around the world. As you can see, most of this gain actually came from global, which is outside of the United States and Canada, where we actually increased the agent count by 16% in 2020. And of course, it's not just the agent count, it's just not just the head count that increased, but of course the productivity of our agents went up, and pretty much we also announced that our productivity went up. We pretty much outsold the competition by 2 to 1. So we closed, Remax agents collectively closed twice as many deals as our competitive agents. So just wanted to share some of these facts with you. Here you can see the agent count over the last 10 years. As you can see, it's been growing steadily. Again, 137, that's at the end of 2020, but we have announced that we currently surpassed 140,000 agents around the world. And I'm going to explain in a minute what it actually means for each one of you. This shows you the country count. Here you can see how many countries we actually operate around the world. This slide shows you our competitors. So the Remax on the very right hand, over 110 countries As you can see, the second the closest competitor 84, 70, 44, and then some competitors they just wish they were like us. And with that, this image shows where you can actually do business with the Remax agent. So this is very good example of where you can actually do business with a Remax agent around the world. But my favorite picture is this one, guys. It's pretty much the same thing. Shows the globe, shows the world, but each one of these balloons in this graphic actually represents a Remax office franchise. So there should be over 8,500 balloons in this graphic, believe it or not. And sometimes when I do this, when I show this image, people ask me, so what? So what? I live in Panama. Why does it, matter to me that there's balloons all over Europe, all over Asia, in South Africa or United States? And this is what I usually tell them, guys. The moment you join Remax, wherever you are, in Central America, Caribbean, anywhere else around the world, the moment you join Remax, right, and you put that balloon behind yourself, the whole world knows who you are and what you do, what kind of business you are in, right? People might not know you. People might not know the company that you have been developing for some time. But the moment you put that balloon behind yourself, the whole world knows. Trust me, guys. I've been around the world. I talk to people. We did surveys. We ask people. And again, it's one of the most recognized real estate brands in the world. So the moment, number one, the moment you join Remax, the whole world will know who you are and what kind of business you are in. And of course, the business will come to you, the leads will come to you, right? All these people around the world, if they have a client who wants to buy a property, investment property, vacation property in the Caribbean, Central America, they're gonna find you in the system, they're gonna send you that lead. And so look at it as you have 140,000 clients working around with you and sending you leads. Number two, it also works the other way, guys. The moment you join Remax, you can suddenly start selling real estate all over the world. You don't have to speak a foreign language. You don't have to travel at all. Simply, if you have a client, local client who wants to buy property in the United States, in Europe, in Asia, simply you send a referral to your colleague in that area. They'll handle the deal for you. They'll handle the business, they'll close the deal, and they'll simply pay you a part of their commission simply just for referring the business to them. So look at it as, again, you have 140,000 colleagues around the world working with you, for you, helping you get more business done. And number three reason, that you're gonna love, it's my favorite as well. The moment you join Remax, guys, suddenly you're gonna have 140,000 new friends around the world. Guys, when you go on vacation to Europe, Asia, any of these places with Remax balloons, you simply send an email to these people, to these agents in these areas. You tell them you're coming from Panama, from Costa Rica, Honduras, Caribbean, Central America. They'll be happy to see you. They'll take you out to dinner. They'll pick you up. They'll want to connect and get to know you because they understand just another opportunity to get leads and get more business. So this is what we do. This is what we do in Remax. It's a great life, guys. And again, it's a great feeling knowing that you have over 140,000 friends around the world that you can do business with. This is a picture we took from the last R4 convention. So I talk about a network, and both Julie and Trevor talk about what an amazing network it is. And indeed, really it is, guys. And by the way, I've been with this company for 18 years. I'll be celebrating 18th anniversary in about 2 weeks. So I can tell you from my experience, 18 years is not something that you can do if you hate your job. But 18 years, truly, I've really enjoyed this amazing company because of the people, because of who we are. And this is just a shot from the R4 convention. It was 2 years ago because we, from Las Vegas, but really gives you an idea of what an amazing network it is. And the last thing I want to share with you is everything that I just talked about. Every year we put together this document. It's called Remax versus the industry, and we kind of show, facts. This is not something, that we want to just, brag about, but these are literally facts that we put together for us, Remax, and for the competitors, and based on United States. Of course, we have data for us, for the rest of the world, but most of these companies do not have global data, so we can only compare data in the United States. But as you can see, clearly, Remax, the first column, 15.7 transactions. And to me, that's the most important number, right? There's some other numbers that I'll explain. There's like the agent count, office count, country count. But to me, this is the most important number, 15.7 transactions per agent. That tells you clearly that, we are the most productive. right? Of course, we connect agents in more countries than anybody else, as you can see, 12594, 1246, 33, 110 Remax. So again, 110 countries you can do business in, 8,600 offices. So that's 8,600 balloons around the world. It's 140,000 agents now, people working with you, right? It's all very impressive. Well, look at that, guys, 15.7 transactions, and the number 2 on the list, 8.6. So again, we literally, outproduce our competition by 2 to 1. And this is the most important thing. This is money. This is business, right? So because of our business model, we proudly claim that Remax is the most productive real estate company in the world. And because of that claim, we like to have fun with that. We create posters like this one. Every 30 seconds, a Remax professional helps somebody to find that perfect place, find that home, find that place to raise a family. So this is not just a claim. This is not just something we say, but we have to prove it. And because of our production, we are able to prove this fact, and it's simply amazing. And then I want to show you something else. So I showed you this document from 2021, but I want to show you something else, guys. Because of this event, I actually went ahead and I put together a collection of these posters for the last 11 years, I believe. And look at that. So this document is from 2010, I believe. So look at that. We had the production, we had the agent count, office count. Look at it. Remax was number 1 on the list 10 years ago. Look at it. This was 2011. Again, still Remax at the very top in terms of production, but of course, country count, agent count. So number 1 on the list in terms of production. We closed more deals than anybody else. Look at that, guys. I have the whole set for you over the last 10 years. So 2012, Remax still there's number 1. 2013, look at that. You see the pattern? And one thing I want to mention, if you guys notice, there's some companies down here that were our competitors 10 years ago, and they're no longer on the list, right? And so look at that, 2014, Remax still on the top. And I still see maybe Century 21, Coldwell Banker, but as we go on, 2015, Remax still on the top. Look at that. You guys see the pattern? And now when you start noticing, guys, when I go to maybe 2019, 2020, you're going to start noticing that there's some new competitors down here. Companies like eXp Realty, right? Companies that came out of nowhere, did not exist 3 years ago, and now they came out of nowhere claiming they're the future of real estate. Suddenly they do a lot of buzz, right? We're taking India and Colombia by storm. The reality is they have one agent in the country, but so they issue all these kind of false marketing claims. They want to create a lot of noise. We're the best, we're the future of real estate. But the reality is there's only one company that has been steadily sitting on top of this in terms of production, in terms of office, agent, and country count. So anyway, so that's what I wanted to show you. Of course, these documents are available to all of you guys, to our Remax affiliates. So just wanted to give you an idea what Remax is really all about. And of course, usually when I do presentations, I show a lot of photos and fun facts. I think the last presentation I did, it was named with Remax balloon around the world, and I literally took people around the world and showing them photos of happy and successful agents around the world. But because of the time limit, I just wanted to show you something that just became available just a couple of weeks ago. So hopefully you enjoyed the presentation. I'm going to leave off with a quote from our founders, Dave and Gail. And again, it's a great feeling to change someone's life around the world, and that's pretty much what our agents do around the world. So thank you for your time, guys. And again, as I said, hopefully enjoy the presentation and you make the decision.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jan, for being here and being our contact at Remax World Headquarters. If anybody again has any questions for Julie, for Trevor, for Jan, make sure you're typing them in the chat. But thank you so much for your time, Jan.
You're welcome.
All right. So with that, again, I want to remind for people who maybe joined a little bit later, if you are here, please write in the chat what your name and what country you are interested in opening a franchise, so that people, so that your contact can reach out to you and we know that you are here. All right, with that, we're going to go to our last speaker, Ricardo Cardenas, who is co-owner and regional director of Remax Caribbean and Central America. So Ricardo, are you there?
Yes. Hello, Andrea. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you doing?
Fantastic. Thank you. Andrea, thank you for organizing this event and for everything that you do. Also, thank you, Jan Repa from World Headquarters. Thank you, Julie and Trevor. Awesome testimonial. Great validation and testimonial. Good story. Tatiana, that's translating. She's from Remax Panama and she's doing the translation to Spanish. So thank you, Tatiana. Thank you, Remax Panama. Thank you, region owners, because many of the people that are in attendance have been invited by a region owner. So thank you, region owners, for all you do. And last but not least, thank you, Christina. She has been quiet and behind the camera, behind Zoom, but she's taking care of the logistics and making sure that everything goes smoothly. Well, my name is Ricardo Cardenas. And as Andrea said, I am co-owner of Remax Caribbean and Central America. I am broadcasting from my home office in Denver, Colorado. My home office is located maybe 20 or 25 miles from the world headquarters. The background that you see here is this is an actual picture in Panama, provided by Remax Panama. It's a beautiful river. So thank you, Remax Panama, for that. I would like to share with you the story of why and when and how I joined Remax 25 years ago. My wife, Terry, and I, 25 years ago, we were already in real estate. We were originally from El Salvador, Central America. And we were already selling real estate and we were conducting real estate business as usual, as it was normal at that time. And we were doing well. We were making sales and we had a small office and life was good. But we are the type of people that we're grateful with what we have, but we always aspire for more. So one day, as we were in our office, we were having this conversation, Terry and I, having this conversation of how do we take this to the next level? How can we not compete, but dominate the market? Because we want to sell more and we want to influence more lives. We want to impact more people. And maybe we can have a group of salespeople. That was unheard of at that time. And that in that way, we know that our country needs to develop the real estate profession. How can we do that? And we started thinking and thinking, and we said, well, what if we bought a real estate franchise? Real estate franchises didn't exist in our country at that time. So we said, that's interesting. Nobody has done that. Maybe we should do that. And we decided to send the fax. That was the time of the fax machines. Many of the people in attendance have never sent a fax or received a fax. Maybe you don't know what a fax is. Well, I will assume that yes, you do know what a fax is. And it's before email, there was fax. So we sent a fax asking for information to 3 companies, Remax, Century 21, and Coldwell Banker. So we sent that fax before going to our lunch break. And sent the fax, forgot about it, went to lunch. When we came back from lunch, there was a response already. It's like, what? Who responded so quickly? I mean, that's 25 years ago in El Salvador, things were extremely primitive. We were the Flintstones of real estate, okay? And if you think that it is primitive now, well, it was a lot more primitive back then. But this company had already responded so quickly and professionally, and it was Remax. So we were surprised by that, right? Well, next day, we received a phone call from the Remax World Headquarters, following up on the facts from the previous day. We were highly impressed by that. We thought, wow, man, this company, they are onto something. They're so quick and professional, and they care about us, and they want to do business with us. And a couple of days later, we received a FedEx package from Remax. Guys, I had never, ever received a FedEx package before. So I don't remember what it contained, but I do remember that I was highly impressed by that. At that moment, we decided to join Remax. And it was the single most important and best decision that we ever made, business-wise. And the other two companies, what happened with them? Century 21 and Coldwell Banker. Well, they responded a week later, and it was too late. Our heart was already in the balloon. We mentally and emotionally, we had already decided to buy a Remax franchise, and it was the best decision ever. I am going to share my screen. I want to share with you guys. Andrea, tell me if you see my PowerPoint in full presentation mode. Nice.
Yes, we see it.
Thank you. So when we joined Remax, I'm going to pull up my laser pointer. Give me one moment, please, right here. When we joined Remax, we published this newspaper ad. In El Salvador, the official language is Spanish, of course, Español. So we published this as Lo Nuevo en Bienes Raíces, the new in real estate, or the newest thing in real estate. A bunch of Remax balloons. It says Cárdenas y Compañía Bienes Raíces. Cardenas Company Real Estate se ha convertido en, has converted into Remax Golden Real Estate. All right, and then a little bit of explanation here, and the logo, the balloon, contact information, my wife's name. And guys, for us, this was night and day in our real estate practice. Immediately, we started playing at a different level, operating with a lot more respect, efficiency, professionalism, which is exactly what we wanted. Immediately, we felt a huge difference. I will tell you something though, is at that time, we didn't know what the future was going to bring. We had a big dream, and we were very young and restless. I always loved to wear my Remax brand. You can see it here in my polo shirt. We were young and restless. We didn't know what we know now, but we had a big dream. We wanted to impact a lot of lives. We wanted to make a difference in our country. We wanted to help our agents, our buyers and sellers, our clients, our family. We had a big dream. And we decided that, okay, this is going to be our trampoline, our platform, our vehicle. We bought into Remax. And we never thought Remax is their company. We made it our own from the beginning. Remax is our company. We are Remax. And guys, that has paid off, because now we have a good company, 500 plus agents in all of the Caribbean and Central America. We have raised our family with Remax. Our two daughters, Andrea, whom you know, and Christina, who's behind the camera. Our two daughters work with us. Andrea is in charge of expansion, franchise sales, that type of things. And Christina is in charge of logistics, operations, things like that. And not only that, we have also several investment properties that produce passive income. We couldn't have bought, we couldn't have invested in these properties if it wasn't for Remax, because Remax has given us all the opportunity in the world. Now, we're also enjoying the company of 3 grandchildren. And of course, they are small, still very little, very small children. And of course, they don't work yet, but one day they will. I want you to meet my family, guys. This is my entire family here. You see my wife, my daughters, and the 3 grandchildren. So, guys, the reason I'm sharing this with you is because Remax is a lot more than a system to sell real estate. Remax is a way of life. Remax is a lifestyle. We don't want you to have a good month. We want you to have a good life. That's what we're all about. Our vision for the Caribbean and Central America is one word: revolution. We want to create a real estate revolution in the Caribbean and Central America. By 2025, we will have made great progress towards our revolution. And you can be a part of that revolution. You can join us. But Remax is not for everyone. Remax might be for you, or it might not. Who are we looking for? We're looking for entrepreneurs. In other words, if you're looking for a job, well, Remax is not for you. And we wish you the best. We hope you find a good job, but Remax is not for employees. We're not looking for employees. We're looking for entrepreneurs, business people, people that want to be independent, people that want to own their own destiny. We're looking for team players. I believe it was Julie that mentioned the importance of our network. Well, if you are going to belong to a network, you have to be a network player, a network a member, a team player, in other words. Some people are not able to do this. They don't have that positive abundance mentality. They don't want to share. They prefer to be their own island. Well, that's fine too. You have all our respect, but Remax is not for you in that case. We're looking for people with very, very high ethical standards. For us, being ethical is not only not stealing money, it's a lot more than that. For example, when you're talking to a seller, to an owner, you need to tell them the truth. You need to tell them what the price is, whether they like it or not. And we have plenty of training to show you, to teach you how to do that. If you're helping a buyer, well, you need to tell them the truth too, so that you don't waste their time and they don't waste your time. How much house can they afford? We're also looking for people that have some working capital, because you will need to invest in your own Remax franchise. You will also need to open at least a small office space. And then there is some working capital that you need to have. So we're looking for entrepreneurs, team players, high ethical standards, and working capital. Guys, Andrea, how are we doing time-wise? Do I have time for a little quick, another story?
Yes, you got some time. We have like 12 minutes left.
Okay, thank you. Guys, you can also compare Remax to a fitness center, a gym. There are two types of people that join a fitness center, because everybody, when they register, they sign up and they pay their initiation fee. Everybody's excited and they think they are going to be fit in a week, and everybody's enthusiastic. But then reality sets in. After all the enthusiasm has worn out, reality sets in. And then there is people that are not disciplined enough. The first week, they go to the gym every day and they work so hard. But the second week, they only went 3 times. And the next week, only 1 time. And the next week, they went every day. But then they stopped going for 2 weeks. And then they are bored, they are tired, they don't see any results. They quit the gym. And guess who they blame? They blame the gym, because the gym doesn't work, right? Okay. Now, there is the second type of people. These are the type of people that they decide to go to the gym 3 times a week, and weeks go by, months go by, years go by, and they are still going 3 times a week. And when they go to the gym, they go to work hard. They are not there to waste time or take selfies or just get away. No, they are there to work hard, and they are focused. They develop new relationships. The gym becomes their lifestyle, becomes part of their lives. They invite their friends to join that gym. They make friends with the gym owner or manager. And for those people, the gym totally changes their lives. It's the same gym, exactly the same tools, same trainers, but for one people it doesn't work. For the second group of people, it changed their lives. Well, that's what we see at Remax too. We have a lot of people that join Remax, but they are not disciplined. They don't want to work hard. They don't focus on the task at hand. They don't want to be team players, and then they leave Remax. That's okay. Remax is not for everyone. But we have thousands and thousands and thousands of people around the world, including the Caribbean and Central America, of people that Remax has changed their lives and the lives of their families and they are impacting all of their buyers, their sellers, their families, their friends, their neighbors, and everyone. People that believe in personal development. So that's the story, guys. I want to say, and Andrea, with this, I will wrap up. I want to say, guys, if Remax is for you, you know who we're looking for, and you know who succeeds at Remax. So if Remax is for you, join us today. Don't hesitate. Don't delay it. If Remax is for you, we want you. You're going to do great. The future is bright, and you can accomplish amazing things. Honestly, I hope that you do better than I have done, and you can do it. There are many people that have done better than I have done. So what I would ask is that you contact the person that invited you to this meeting, continue the conversation with them, and join us soon, because when you see something that's worth it, why delay it? Andrea, thank you so much. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Ricardo. Thanks again, Trevor, Julie, Jan, Tatiana, Christina. Thank you, everybody who was here, with this presentation. Thank you to all of our guests. And like Ricardo said, if you now know who we're looking for. We know that we have seen Remax change many lives, and all we want to do is help other people grow their businesses and have a better life. So make sure you're in contact with the person who invited you here. With that, we've got nothing else for you, but thank you so much for everybody who's here, and we'll see you and talk to you hopefully very soon.
Thank you, guys. God bless. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Bye, Jan. Bye, everyone.